Guys, today I'm going to be answering all your questions that you've been asking on the different platforms, whether you left a comment on my YouTube or IG or TikTok or on Facebook. Now's your lucky day. So if you had asked a question, you need to stay tuned to see if your question will be answered. I tried to find all the questions I could find, and so now is the time for you to hear your answer. I'm thinking about another way how this can be done. I'll say at the end, and you can tell me if you agree, yes or no. But without any further ado, we're going to get straight into it. So what I find that a lot of times the questions that are being asked were already answered on the channel. So we want to fix that. How can we fix that? Put that in the comment section below. All right, so let's go to the first question. Number 1. How can an international teacher with no valid license apply? If you watch my previous video on Wednesday, you should see I had a 5-minute video breaking down that for you, saying you don't need to have a license if you're trying to apply for a teaching job here in the United States. What you need to make sure you have is a degree that is equivalent to a US degree, which will allow you to get an international license here in the United States. I'm not going to expound on that. Check out that 5-minute video where it talk about can I apply without a teaching license. That explains it further. Also, it's always going to be a plus if you can earn that license outside of the United States. And again, I have a video on here how you can earn a teaching license outside of the United States. Number 2, what does it mean that my reports are sent to the immigration lawyer? Now, a lot of you have applied to school districts that are sponsoring international teachers. And what they do is they send your information to the lawyer to see if you are qualified to get a visa in the United States. The lawyer in turn is going to send you some questions that you're going to need to respond to. That again is showing that he's evaluating your case to see if you may be eligible for a visa. So don't be daunted. That is just a part of the process. Number 3, how long before H4 dependents can start working? Well, if you did not hear this before, as an H4 dependent, you cannot start working until your H1B holder has started the green card process. So let me break this down. If you're here or you're planning to come on the H1B visa with your husband or your wife, please know that you're going to be out of a job for some time, maybe some months, maybe a couple of years, not until your H1B holder is offered a green card and that paperwork starts and get to a certain stage before the H4 can get a work permit. You're not going to be able to work until your spouse has started the green card process. And that is the reason why I usually encourage people who have families, like husband and wives with children, to start on the J1. Since as a J1 holder, your J2 dependents can get a work permit and be able to work while the J1 holder is working. But to each his own. And this question, it popped up so many times, I started to make tally marks beside it. Like every time I saw this question, I was like, 1 tally mark, 2 tally marks. A few moments later, 3 tally marks, 4 tally marks. 5 minutes in, 7 tally marks, and it kept going. You know what was that question? How can I apply? Guys, to apply, you go on the school district's website, you complete the application on the website for the job. Now, I know a lot of you are not sure as to what are the requirements and where to start and what to present and, so many questions. You can take the time out to check out the videos on my platform because I do share how to apply, what you're going to need. All those basic stuff are here on this platform. If you've gone through all those basic things and you still don't know what to do and where to start, then that's where I come in again. supremacyconnect.com for your one-on-one guidance, where I can walk you through all that you're going to need, what you need to do, and be your own personal guide. supremacyconnect.com. So how can I apply? I just told you. Now let's go to number 5. What chances do I have at the age of 53? guys and gals, you have a lot of chance at the age of 53. You are still young. You still have life. You have chance. You have a chance. I've seen retired teachers who have retired in one country come here in the United States to teach. And I've spent 5 years in the classroom. Age is there. The age is no problem. You just want to make sure you are healthy, you're fit, and you are capable to do the job. Don't worry about your age. How do I get more information? This was kind of a vague question. I'm not sure. How do you get more information about the school district? If it's about the school district, you go on the school district's website to get more information. You can reach out to the HR department to get more information. If you want to get more information about a program sponsor, you reach out to the program sponsor and they can give you more information. If you want to get more information on how you can become an international teacher and you want personal guidance, as I said before, that's me. All right. So I wasn't sure what that question was, but I gave it some options. Number 7, where is the link to apply? Guys, most of my videos, if not all, usually have a description. I try to leave the link for the school district that was discussed in the video in the description. So check the description, check the pinned comments to see if the link is there for you to apply. Now for IG, it's kind of different because when you post a video on IG, you cannot leave a link. You leave the link, but it's not something you can click on to go somewhere else. So it's kind of hard there on IG. But rest assured, you can find the same information on YouTube if you're watching this video on IG. One that I keep getting and I keep making tally marks beside is, I don't have a social security number. What should I do? Again, I have a video on this, and I'm going to say it again. If you don't have a social security number, then you're going to use all zeros. You're going to use all zeros, and you're going to make sure you put your home address. That's the whichever country you're living in. Some people are reaching out and asking as well. It's asking me for address. Yes, it's asking you for address because you live somewhere, so they want that address. You don't have a social security number, so you're going to put all zeros. Another question is, can I take my child with me? Yes, you can take your children with you when you come on these programs, whether it be the J1 or H1B, you can take your children. Another question is, how do you balance a toddler and teaching in the United States? Well, I've seen it done before. I've seen teachers come here with babies, months old, a year and a half, stuff like that. They find a daycare. Daycare is expensive, so you'll have to think about that to see if that's something you're going to be able to afford. But people have done it before, and so you can do it too. For people who are asking about SCC PSS and saying, I see more than one areas that I qualified for the 24-25 school year. Can I put my application in more than one of those pools? Yes. If you qualify for 24-25 science and you qualify for 24-25 biology and 24-25 physics, you are trained in that area, you have your your certification in that area, go ahead and put it in those different areas. Even better for you. And next question, can you point me in the right direction? Yes, I can point you in the right direction. And I said it before, I'm saying it again, supremacyconnect.com. It does have a small fee for that one-on-one guidance, but trust me, you won't be disappointed. So my next question was, can I get more information on the teacher-sponsored programs? So for the teacher-sponsored program, it's kind of vague. I'm thinking you are asking about maybe the J1 sponsors. There are several J1 sponsors that sponsors international teachers, and what they sponsor are the J1 visas. Whilst we have school districts that do direct hire, and what they sponsor is H1B. Another popular question I see is that, what does it mean by sponsored? Sponsored basically mean you are getting an opportunity to come here to work in the United States through a specific company or a specific J1 program or a specific school district. Whoever is offering you that job to come here and is going to be, petitioning for you to get a work visa to work with them, they're going to be your sponsor. If that's clear. Let me know. The next question is, what if I selected the wrong answer on my application? From my experience, most of the teaching applications, once you go in and start applying, you can always go back and forth and change and upload new things and take down old documents and, you know, keep it active and keep it with new information. So for example, you go on the school district's website and you complete it and you hit submit, but after you hit submit, you remember that something was not correct. You can go back in and adjust it. I know for most school districts, it's like that. If it has changed, let me know. But you usually can go in and make changes on what you sent in. Or if it's not even what you sent in, it's what's on their portal. Because even though you hit submit, your application is still there. You can go in and make adjustments to your applications. Now, if you are studying to do your praxis here in the United States or outside of the United States, and you're trying to find a platform that's going to help you study and give you practice tests, then study.com is where you should be. Study.com has helped a lot of teachers to study for their different praxis and TextX and different teacher licensure exams. Check out study.com and get a 30% discount off your first 3 months. Another question, and I think I addressed this before, was the application is asking me for address. I did say that you have an address, so they need your address. Wherever you live, that's what they need on it. Another question is, how long does it take to get a US visa? Now, there's no time frame that I can guarantee it's going to take for you to get a visa. So you're going to want to take into consideration different things: the school district, the program sponsor, the US embassy in your home country, as well as the embassy here if the process is going to start here first. It's going to take a while. It can take up to 6 months. It can take as small as 3 months. So I do not want to tie down a time frame to it because every case is different. That's what I'm going to say. Every case is different. Another question, can you enlighten me on how to get started? Yes, I sure can, and I already told you how. Can I teach with a Bachelor of Science and a Bachelor of... Now, once I start seeing the can I teach questions, then I know this is somebody who was not, then I know this is somebody who is new to the platform and are not aware of the basic requirements. The basic requirements to teach in the United States is a bachelor's degree, and that bachelor's degree should be equivalent to a US degree. This was another question that a lot of people keep asking. I have a teaching diploma. Can I get a teaching job in the United States? You need a degree. I have a bachelor's, I have a teaching diploma and a 1-year degree. Can I teach in the United States? Yes. Once you have a degree, it is equivalent. It is proven to be equivalent to a US degree. You have an opportunity to work in the United States. I have an early childhood heart certificate. Am I qualified? And I know not all countries are aware of the heart certificate, but I know of it. But with a heart certificate, you won't qualify. You need a bachelor's degree. So I think I've covered all the questions so far. If you still have more questions, you can put them in the comment section below. I will respond. Don't you worry. I'm here for that. Also, if you can think of another way how we can make sure that people are not missing out on the information, let me know in the comment section below as well. I have something in mind, but I'd like to hear from you. Also, if you have gotten this far to this video and you enjoyed what you heard, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, turn the notification bells on, and I'll see you next time. Again, don't forget to check out supremacyconnect.com. You can get more one-on-one guidance through the website, and it does come with a fee. So if you go on the website and you fill out the form and tell me all the stories and send me your resume and stuff like that, those will not be attended to until you pay your fee for one of the sessions that fits your need, and then we can talk one-on-one from there. I hope you enjoyed this video, guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye.